Worthing FC TV with Chris Agutter following tonight's 2-2 draw against Torquay United in the National League South. Aggie, your assessment?
It was probably a fair result. I thought we were the better side in the first half. First 20 minutes similar to Tunbridge, but I thought we were decent. Not as good as what we were against Tunbridge. A few loose touches and a few cheap turnovers, I think, killed our rhythm at times, but generally I thought we started the game really well. Disappointed with their equaliser, because he scored exactly the same free kick against us in the trophy, so it shouldn't have been a surprise, and we reminded particular personnel that was a threat pre-match, so that was disappointing. Just feeling like it was a fair result, and it was two very good teams that are at the top of the league having a good go at each other. I think since Christmas or that festive period in the new year, I think we've played everyone in the top 7, 8 bar Truro, and in that time we've taken 30 points from 36, so, and we got ourselves into a position where we're second with 3 games in hand and 3 points behind, so I think it's 12 unbeaten. So it was important with everything that happened tonight and sending offs, and in the chaos of the game, it was important to keep the scoreboard ticking over and keep the unbeaten run moving in the right direction. Torquay don't really take much momentum from the game because they haven't beaten us, and equally we don't lose any momentum, so all in all we're frustrated to not win the game, but we're content with a point. If we're the ones getting the late equaliser, the feeling is jubilation, brilliant, great point, whereas because they're the ones getting the late equaliser, it feels like it's dropped points. Ultimately it's another point on the board against a very good Torquay side that are up the top of the league for a reason.
It was chaos, wasn't it? As you touched on, the 2 league games this season have both been so fascinating to watch, and it was another show of it tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good game, really good game. I love the fact that Torquay have come here, and it's the first time I've really seen them sit off anyone this year, and that's credit to the players and the level that they're producing, that they're making a club like Torquay United come to Worthing and sitting more of a block, more of a mid-block. It's a real show of respect for what we've done, which is, as I said, credit to the players. And then the second half with the sending offs, and just all hell broke loose really. So yeah, it was. It must have been a good game to watch for the neutral.
Touching on those 2 red cards, obviously Sambir just back from suspension and then sent off tonight. What were your views on both incidents?
I think it is. It's exactly why players react and get round match officials, because that reaction often provokes certain decisions from the referee. So I don't think either of them are sending off. I might be wrong, but there was a tackle on Glenn in the first half that was on par with Beardy's tackle in terms of force, height, from our view. So I don't think it's a sending off. I don't think either are sending off, but because of player reaction, the referee is tempted to make a decision, and then Temi going through, I don't think they're allowed to get sent off either, because there's a centre half covering round as well. So but again, because of player reaction, it gets, from our perspective, the desired outcome. It's not great, but I don't really think there was a bad tackle in the game. I thought the game was played at a really good tempo. It was really competitive. It was physical. It was aggressive. But yeah, it was played in the right manner. So yeah, just obviously disappointing to lose Beardy for whatever that'll be now. But Sam Packham will come in, and Sam Packham's as good as any player at the football club. So it's an opportunity for him to pick up the baton again and keep us moving forwards.
2 goals tonight. Saw Joe Partington head in from a corner, his second in just a few games, and Liam Nash scoring on his home debut. Obviously scored the winner on Saturday, and it looked like for a while it might have been the winner tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, your views on both goals as well?
Great delivery from Spongy, great header from Parts. He nearly got another one, didn't he, late on as well. And then I thought Nashi was, again, done exactly what we need Nashi to do. I was just disappointed that we had to bring him off with going down to 10 men, but equally I thought Temi led the line really well when he came on as well, so there was opportunities to put the game to bed at 2-1, go 3-1, which is disappointing, but no, in the main just really happy with obviously happy with both goals, and Nashi obviously 5'7" and jumped 6'4". It was a great header, great delivery from Nicky. So yeah, positive. Like Nashi's another 2 on the board, and another goal on the board, 2 in total. So just keep adding to the numbers.
Finally, and sorry to end on a sad note, but obviously the news today about Pete Vale, someone you chatted to regularly after matches, and I know I speak for myself and the rest of the media team about how heartbroken we were finding out as well. So just a few words for him.
Probably won't be able to do it any justice really, because there's people at the club that have known Pete far longer than me, and but you often sort of a reflection of the impact somebody makes is often sort of you can gauge it by the reaction, and the players. Obviously we spoke to the players during the day, and then obviously spoke about it pre-match, and yeah, it was very emotional in there. It's been a difficult day, I think. Obviously pales into insignificance compared to what his family must be feeling. So from our perspective, from the players, staff and the club as a whole, we're obviously gutted for the family, and if there's anything that we can do, we'll do what we can. But I mean, Pete personally, he's been a big advocate for me at the football club. He was one of the few people that when I got appointed manager seemed remotely positive about it. And early doors where we weren't winning every game 6-0, he was always a massive supporter. So from a personal perspective, I really appreciate Pete. And yeah, I'm gonna miss the messages on Saturday night after the game, where he's talking about the players, who's done well, who's not done so well, what are you doing playing in there? Like he was just he just loved the football club. I know he loved the way that we played, and what we said to the players tonight is one of the things that Pete enjoyed most about the way that we played is we played with a tempo and an intensity. We played forwards, we were aggressive, and we just said we owe it to Pete to make sure we deliver that type of performance tonight, win, lose or draw. If we're going to lose the game, we need to lose it on our terms, and I think that's probably the biggest and best tribute we could give to Pete. So terrible news, and yeah, it's a big blow.
Thanks, Aggie. Very well said.
Cheers, thank you.